everybody. Merry Christmas to everyone. Uh, it's holidays for many of you, but we still have events running in F1 class, so we have to do our job here. We have to do our strategy videos, so we are ready for the new event, and of course, the new event is the New Year's event. I hope you had a great Christmas event. I hope we helped you with the strategies we showed you, and this is what I'm going to do this week too. This video for the qualifying round, and on Friday, as always, for the opening and final round. Let's go and see our four tracks for the New Year's event for the qualifying round. As I told you in the pre-GP show, it's going to be an interesting qualifying round because we have Imola and Suzuka, which are a little bit difficult tracks, and we have chances of rain there, so it can be even more difficult depending on our matchmaking. No high temperatures for the qualifying, just Imola and Suzuka with chances of rain 67 and 50%, and Zandvoort and Mexico City, the two dry races of the round. I believe it's going to be interesting, and probably we will have some losses in the qualifying round, but okay, we'll see about it. We'll see. So let's come and see our strategies, and let's start, of course, with Imola. For a dry race in Imola, we have an addition. We were advised, if you saw my live stream, the opening round on Saturday, you would see that I got a difficult matchmaking opponent, and I got advised to go one pit stop with my one driver and two pit stops with my top driver, and it worked nicely. So it's tested, it worked, and we can add it in our strategies. Of course, we had 4-4 hard wherever we start, but if your driver can go 4 laps with mediums, of course it will be a little bit, we will conserve a lot, but if your driver can do it, or with a little help with Char or Frost, it can be easily done. Then 4 medium, 4 hard is going to be one of the fastest solutions here, especially against big bots. A great option for our driver, and of course, as always, all the variations of 2 pit stops depending on your tire management or the temperature of during the race. So it can be soft medium or soft medium soft, or all softs. It's always depending on the weather, on your tire management. You can go and pick. You can go both your drivers with 2 pit stops, or you can choose one driver to go 3-3-2 and your second driver 4-4. Now, if it rains, this is a tricky spot because 2 pit stops are not the best choice, because we are losing time by doing one more pit than the bots, and we don't have the advantage of using a faster compound, so it's a tricky spot here, but the bots will beat all of them at lap 4. So if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, you can do this strategy, but you have to execute it perfectly. What I mean is that we enter the pit lane at lap 3, we will be by ourselves, we will be alone in the pit lane, so it's going to be a fast pit stop. And yeah, your first pit, do it with service. First pit with service. We enter the pits at the end of lap 3. When we exit the pits, we push only, of course, first stint, we don't push, we just do our 3 laps and charge our ERS. And just stay, and charge our ERS. We enter the pit, exit, and we use some of our ERS. We press the red button only to get closer to the cars that are in front of us, not to overtake anyone. We are not trying to overtake anyone inside the track by choosing this strategy. We push the red button, we get behind the cars that are ahead of us, and then we stop pushing, we are on yellow, and wait for the because at the end of lap 4 all the bots will enter the pit, and this is the time when the bots enter the pit that we press again the red button and try to do our 5th lap try to do the fastest lap we can. Our 5th lap is where we deplete our power unit if we can. If we find an open road ahead of us, we deplete our ERS because we want to create a gap between us and the bots that have pitted. If we succeed that, then we do one more lap, lap 6, enter the pits, no service in this pit stop, so we make it an even faster pit stop, and then go out for our last 2 laps with as much ERS as we have to push. We push even more, and that's it. That's how we have to execute this strategy, else it will not work. And if you want this to work, the best choices here are TuneIn, Oud, Kavai, and Merlion. We need to boost as much as we can our pit times, and the best strategy, the best choices are TuneIn with 25. Okay, here we are with 25 in pit time boosting, and of course Oud, which has 25 pit boosting also. These are the best 2 choices, and the only way to cut down the time we are losing because of the 1 extra pit we're going to do. Now, if you're afraid of this strategy, of course you can go 4-4, but okay, if we are at the top of the grid, it's a no-brainer, 4-4, and off we go. But if we are in the middle or at the back of the grid, then it's going to be a risky strategy because of the traffic in the pit lane, and we know that when all the bots get into the pit lane, it's a disaster for us. So maybe the time we are going to lose in the pit lane due to the traffic, it's more than the time we lose by doing one extra pit stop. So I would choose, if I was in the middle or at the back of the grid, I would choose two pit stops, but try to execute it the best way I can, that strategy 3-3-2. And of course, if I had a driver at the top, this is the strategy to go. So next one, Suzuka, again a race that we might have rain. Let's go and see. Of course, here Suzuka, the best way to go, the fastest strategies here are one pit strategies. Depending on our tire management, we can go hard medium for 3, or medium medium, or medium hard, but you are going to choose your compound depending on your tire management. 4-3 and 3-4, especially 3-4, we should stick to medium hard if we want to be able to press the red button in the second stint, in both stints here. If we decide to go 4-3, give me 1 second, please. Wait. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. If we decide to go 4-3, then medium, we will conserve a lot in, not a lot, but we will not push in the first stint, but in our second stint we will have a fully charged DRS and we can be aggressive as much as we want. For me, this is the fastest strategy, and the fastest strategy, and the one that we can be aggressive. We can decide when to push the red button and when to conserve. Of course, if we are at the top, we can choose to go 2 pit stops, but again here, Wood, Merlion, Tunin, probably Kavai, probably the best choices, because the extra pit stop here is a lot and we lose a lot of time. So it's not the fastest option, but it's still a good option. And of course, very fast option is this one, soft medium 3-4, if your drivers can do it, but we are talking about 95 plus tire management, and even with such high tire management, we will end up in the end of each stint without tires. It's risky, it's fast, but it's risky. So against the maxed out bot, I wouldn't recommend it, or against the real player. Against the real player, probably the best choices are 4-3 medium and 3-4 medium hard. But again, it's up to you to decide. Maybe you want one driver at the top to go 2-2-3 or even 2-3-2, and your second driver to go and here 2-3-2 is a good choice, because at least we are aggressive in the middle at the end of the race, and it can also go 2-3-2 all softs. So think about it. But yeah, one pit strategy, the best choice here. 2 pit strategy if we are at the top, and yeah, good ERS management in order for this to succeed. Now, if it rains, it's simple. The bots will pit at lap 4, so we pit 1 lap before. 3-4, our choice for both our drivers. and only if we are at the top of the grid, then we go with one pit stop, 4-3, and pit with all the bots. Our third track is Netherlands, Zandvoort, a dry race, so it's very simple. Only one strategy in Zandvoort when only one strategy, one pit stop, 4-3, medium soft, and 3-4, soft medium. That's it. Best choices here for boosting are cornering boosts, but combo boosts will work also. So yeah, we are between Merlion, Hunin, Koopa, Prince, Herald, Hook, Kavai, Oud, yeah, all this. And finally, we go to Mexico, where we all know that half the race is how the cars are going to get turns 1, 2, and 3 at the beginning of the race. If something goes wrong there, it's a disaster. It's a very difficult track to recover from a disaster in these three turns at the beginning of the race. But anyway, let's hope we don't have issues there. We don't stuck in traffic in the first three corners. And best strategies here. The second fastest is this one, 5-3, medium soft. And the fastest one is 4-4, soft medium. I will say it again, if you don't have good tire management, it's the same going 4-4, medium. Don't think about it. Mexico is in one pit stop track, soft medium or medium, doesn't matter. One pit, and 5-3, of course, medium soft, or if you can't, hard medium. Yes, if you can't go another way, go with the harder compounds. Do we have rain here? No. And of course, alternatively, a third choice is this one, 3-5, soft medium. But this would be my last. This would be my last choice for the track. It is the slower strategy out of these three. And yeah, that's it for the qualifying round. Let's go and see again once more our tracks. Imola and Suzuka with chances of rain 67 and 50%, and Zandvoort and Mexico City, two dry races. Of course, let's not forget that our boosted driver is again Max Verstappen. The boost of the event is firework, and we have two car parts, Onyx and Cloud Roar, that are boosted with 10%. I have said my opinion about Cloud Roar, about Series 12 car parts. I prefer my setup. They have its pluses and its minuses, the good things that give you and what they take out of your setup. And I'm going to stick with my setup, which is with car parts from Series 11 and below. It's not only Series 11. So, but it's going to be interesting to see these two car parts being boosted, how they are going to work in the track. Okay, so don't forget to read the description below this video, because you will find my Discord server. Click on the link, join the Discord server, and you can find there all these strategies that I showed you today, and all the strategies for all the tracks of the game are available whenever you want them. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, and come back for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas again to everyone, and yeah, let's go for the last event. Let's go and do our best for the last event of this year of 2023. Let's hope for the best. I hope we're going to help you with this. Stay tuned, more videos are coming. Bye everybody, thank you for watching.